I'm going to show you how to never fail an ocean monument again. I've spent the last couple days testing the safest and most efficient ways to raid ocean monuments so that you don't have to. Some methods were conventional, some not so much. Look here, Ezekiel. The plan will be very simple. I'm going to use you as bait. We're going to start a raid, and we're going to use that raid to help us with this raid. Got it? Trust me, buddy. Nobody's going to get hurt. All good. Don't worry, buddy. I'm here, and this is going to work. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Dang it. My bad, Ezekiel. Why did I spend so much time trialing these raid methods? I was sent on this quest by my wonderful wife, Linda. Well, she didn't send me on the quest per se, but she subtly hinted at it, saying things like,
"You haven't been to work in months. We are drowning in debt."
Drowning?
The elementary school called. They said you offered the kids drugs for subscribing to your YouTube channel. They said you were unfit to be a guardian.
Did you say guardians?
Stop cleaning the dishes with your hands. At least buy a sponge.
I know where to find a sponge.
Chad doesn't play children's games like you do.
Oh, Linda. This video will be split up into 3 parts. The first part will be a general information guide on ocean monuments. The second will be an in-depth guide on my unique way to conquer the raids. And the third section explains the best way to get the loot at the end. Let's get into the general information. This is what the ocean monument looks like, and you get a couple things from it. You can get gold blocks, a bunch of cool building blocks that you can't really get anywhere else, and sponges. You can argue that sponges are one of the hardest blocks to get in the game, but after this video, you're gonna have so many of them that you can start using them to decorate your house.
What did you do to the children's bedrooms?
Well, I had too many sponges, so I made this a sponge room to hold my sponges.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to the neighbors for some wine.
Say hi to Chad for me. You will be faced with 2 types of enemies. The first enemy is the Guardian. These one-eyed freak shows attack with a slow charging laser and prick you if you hit them with a melee attack. Not the most fearsome mobs in the game, but they make sure to come in numbers and attack you from all sides. The worst part about them is the sounds they make. It sounds like you're getting intimate with a bowl of spaghetti on a Thursday night in Canada. That one time you went on a skiing trip last winter. Typical stuff. The second type of enemy to look out for are the Elder Guardians. These are located in the central room at the top and at the 2 front wings of the monument. Sure, they hit harder than the average guardian, but the real reason these geezers are a problem is the effect they place on you when you get close. You'll see them trying to go to the afterlife as they curse you with their terrible joint mobility, also known as mining fatigue, making it really difficult to mine through any. These structures are rare, but can be found in any ocean biome. They're pretty easy to spot once you actually find one. Just a quick tip, if you want to reduce the time it takes to find one of these, you can go to the website chunkbase.com, click apps, and then click seed map apps. Input your map seed and make sure monuments is turned on. The ocean monuments look like this. If you don't know your seed, go to your world, click settings, and under game, you will find seed. Now that you know the dangers and the coordinates of your ocean monument, we can begin to prepare for this raid. Obviously, there are much more conventional methods of doing this, but the other videos always make it seem way easier than it actually is. And you end up dying and losing all your stuff. So you take your friend's armor and tools, go back, and die again. Your wife tells you she doesn't love you anymore, and it's all just a mess. Do it my way, and you'll save yourself a lot of headaches. Step 1, find a buried treasure chest that has an item called the Heart of the Sea. Treasure chests can predominantly be found on beaches close to the water if you dig around in the sand. Quick tip, you can use chunkbase.com to locate these buried treasures as well. You will use the Heart of the Sea to create a conduit. Stay with me here. Conduits are composed of 1 Heart of the Sea and 8 Nautilus shells. Just kill a few drowned mobs to get the shells. Your inventory should now consist of your best armor, your weapon of choice, a pickaxe, shovel, a hoe, some dirt blocks, and a couple milk buckets. Don't worry guys, Linda can take a joke. She has a great sense of humor.
I've never loved you.
Oh, Linda, you say the darndest things. Get on your boat and take yourself to the center of the monument you found. You will instantly get hit by the mining fatigue. Stay calm, we'll do this together. Place a dirt block in the center and the conduit on top. Now just break the dirt block. It might be pretty slow. Now go out 2 blocks at each quadrant of the conduit and place a 2-block high pillar. You can use any of the ocean blocks for this. If you don't have these 8 blocks, you're gonna have to slowly mine them out just for the first time you do this. If you did this correctly, you should have an active conduit giving you unlimited water breathing and night vision around the whole ocean monument. How wild is that? When I started to do this, I was able to raid like 8 monuments in under an hour. Step 2 is to find and kill the Elder Guardians. As I said before, there's 1 guardian at the top and 2 at the front wings. These rooms are randomized, so your monument won't be exactly like this, but try to find your route to the right or left until you find the Elder. You can use a trident or your sword, it's up to you. They hit pretty hard with their lasers, so make sure to either put up some pillars with dirt blocks or just hide behind existing structures. If your sound is up, you'll hear the charge up. Make sure to hide before it zaps. You can do this slowly, just hit them once and hide, and go back and hit them some more. See how easy that was? Now make your way to the other side by swimming around this corridor. Kill this guy the same way. Finally, make your way to the top and kill the last elder. If you've gotten this far, then I'm proud of you. You did great. Now just drink your milk to get rid of the mining fatigue and enjoy being the new king of the ocean monument. If you've learned something so far, subscribe to the channel so I know this was helpful. If you haven't learned anything, leave a hate comment. Get political, I don't care. Any type of hate comment will do. Now let's go over how to loot these structures as efficiently as possible. I've learned a few tricks by going through hundreds of these monuments. The gold blocks are always in the same spot. I call this the G spot, and it's easy to find. Ask Linda. I find that G spot every single night.
I'm sleeping with Chad.
What? You'll find a large dark prismarine square in the middle of an open room. Break through this prismarine to get your gold. The sponges can be found in sponge rooms. Riveting. Your monument can spawn between 0 and 6 sponge rooms, and they will be randomized every single time. I've personally never found a sponge room on the first floor. If you have, you can argue with the wall. I've never seen it. So let's reduce our scope to the 2nd and 3rd floor. Break through the right side approximately here. This will take you to the 2nd floor. All you do now is sweep the rooms in a snake formation. Break through the walls to make sure you don't miss a hidden section. Once you get to the end, go through the next section of rooms. Sometimes you'll even see the sponge room above you. After you've swept the 2nd floor, break through the ceiling and do the same thing on the 3rd floor. If you're a savage, then go ahead and pick up your conduit, refill your milk bucket, and go right on to the next monument. It's as simple as that. If for some reason you die, you'll still have water breathing and night vision the next time you go to pick up your stuff. That's all for today. Can't believe you just listened to me for that long. You better be an ocean monument god at this point. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you aren't having a great day, then the only rational way to resolve that is to watch my automatic trash can tutorial. Why? I don't know. You're setting me up for a great yo mama joke. It's a trash can. It takes out trash. That'll make you happy. Sadness goes away. Okay, bye.